Bridge solutions, comparing costs in Turkey and Europe. Bridges play a crucial role in connecting people, communities, and facilitating the movement of goods and services. When it comes to building bridges, one of the key considerations is the cost. In this video, we will be comparing the costs of building bridges in Turkey and Europe, two regions with significant infrastructure development. Cost of labor. One of the major factors that influence the cost of building a bridge is the cost of labor. In Turkey, the cost of labor is relatively lower compared to European countries. This is mainly due to the lower cost of living and wages in Turkey. As a result, labor costs for bridge construction in Turkey are generally lower than in Europe. Cost of materials. The cost of materials is another significant factor that contributes to the overall cost of building a bridge. In Europe, the cost of construction materials such as steel, concrete, and asphalt is generally higher compared to Turkey. This is due to higher import taxes, stricter regulations, and quality standards in Europe. As a result, the cost of materials for bridge construction in Europe is higher than in Turkey. Regulatory costs. Regulatory costs also play a significant role in determining the overall cost of building a bridge. In Europe, there are stricter regulations and environmental requirements that need to be followed during the construction of bridges. This can lead to additional costs such as obtaining permits, conducting environmental impact assessments, and complying with safety regulations. In Turkey, the regulatory framework is relatively less stringent, resulting in lower regulatory costs compared to Europe. Geographical factors. Geographical factors such as terrain, weather conditions, and accessibility also impact the cost of building bridges. In Europe, many regions have challenging terrain and harsh weather conditions that can increase construction costs. In Turkey, while there are also regions with challenging terrain, the overall geographical factors are more favorable, leading to lower construction costs. Case study: Ayanakkale 1915 Bridge. To illustrate the cost differences between Turkey and Europe, let's take a look at the Ayanakkale 1915 Bridge project, which is currently under construction in Turkey. The total cost of the bridge is estimated to be around $2.8 billion, making it one of the most expensive bridge projects in Turkey. The bridge will span the Dardanelles Strait, connecting the European and Asian sides of Turkey. In comparison, the cost of building similar bridges in Europe, such as the Øresund Bridge between Denmark and Sweden or the Millau Viaduct in France, is significantly higher. The Øresund Bridge, for example, cost around $2.6 billion to construct, while the Millau Viaduct cost over $500 million. The cost differences between the Ayanakkale 1915 bridge and similar projects in Europe can be attributed to lower labor costs, materials costs, and regulatory costs in Turkey. These cost advantages make Turkey an attractive destination for infrastructure development projects compared to Europe. Conclusion. In conclusion, when comparing the costs of building bridges in Turkey and Europe, it is evident that Turkey offers cost advantages in terms of labor, materials, and regulations. These cost advantages make Turkey a competitive destination for infrastructure development projects, attracting investments from both domestic and international stakeholders. As infrastructure development continues to be a key priority for both Turkey and Europe, understanding the cost differences between the two regions is essential for making informed decisions and optimizing project budgets. By analyzing factors such as labor costs, materials costs, regulatory costs, and geographical factors, stakeholders can better assess the cost-effectiveness of bridge construction projects in Turkey and Europe.